The wrong job does not always break you all at once. Sometimes it drains you so slowly, you forget what you felt like before it. This is a quiet story. It is a slow story. It happens to so many of us, day after day, in offices, on screens all around the world. The change is small at first. So small you might not even notice it, but that small change adds up. That small change can become a quiet pain. Over time, that pain can become your new normal. You accept it without even realizing you chose to. You look up from your desk. The digital clock on your screen glows with the same numbers as yesterday, but you feel different, a little less hope than last year. You laugh less with the friends who know you best. You go to sleep. You never truly feel rested. The work gets done. You are competent. You do what is asked, and you do it well. Yet deep inside, a part of you feels hollow. This is not a sudden, dramatic fall. It is a slow leak in your spirit. At the beginning, you might have thought this was the right job. It offered a paycheck. It gave you a seat at a table, a place to be heard. It gave you a story to tell at family gatherings. It gave you a title next to your name. But the work began to feel like a coat that no longer fits. Tasks felt empty. Meetings felt long and pointless. The people around you looked just as tired. You told yourself you'd make a change soon. You waited for a clear sign. The sign never came. This is about slow erosion, about the hidden costs of staying where your soul isn't served, about losing self-trust, joy, and your inner voice, about seeing the truth with clear, compassionate eyes, not blame or shame, awareness. Once aware, you can begin gentle repairs. You can remember who you were before the drain. So, take that in for a moment. Emotional erosion is a quiet, creeping thing. It does not announce its arrival with a loud bang. It slips into the small spaces of your life, the places you are not always watching. You begin to lose the small joys that once colored your days. You skip the simple pleasures you used to look forward to. You stop naming the things that make you feel truly alive because it hurts too much to remember them in a life that feels gray. You start doing the safe thing again and again. You say yes to one more project, one more late night. You do not say no because saying no feels risky. You start to believe this is just what adulthood is. You tell yourself you are being resilient. This process is a form of self-abandonment, and it grows into a habit before you know it. You begin to trade your precious, unrepeatable time for something that pays you money but takes your life force in return. At first, you may not even notice the trade. You make small compromises that seem insignificant. Stay late on Tuesday. Skip lunch with a dear friend. You answer emails on a Sunday morning just to get ahead. Each choice seems small, but each becomes part of a larger pattern. And that pattern begins to shape who you are on the inside. Chronic compromise fundamentally changes how you see yourself. Before, you might have had clear boundaries. You knew your strengths and honored your limits. But when compromise takes root, boundaries blur and fade. You help others at your own expense, leaving yourself with nothing. You pretend you are okay and hide your exhaustion. You stop trusting your inner voice. The joy does not vanish all at once. It fades. These are not dramatic losses. They are the slow, quiet erosion of the things that make you, you. The cost is your connection to your own aliveness, and that is a price no paycheck can ever truly cover. So, notice the small things. Self-abandonment sounds harsh, but the act is gentle and slow. It is the habit of putting your own needs, your spirit, your well-being last on the list. When you are in the wrong job, this habit becomes second nature. You silence the part of you that whispers, "I'm tired. This doesn't feel right." You push through to be a good soldier, to not make waves. Each time, you are casting a vote against yourself, telling your innermost being, that its feelings matter less than the job's demands. Think about the small ways this happens: skipping lunch for emails, saying yes to weekend work, holding your tongue when you have a valuable idea. Each act is a small betrayal of the self, a quiet turning away from your truth. Over time, they accumulate into deep disconnection. This pattern changes your internal landscape. Before, you knew your worth wasn't productivity. You understood rest is a necessity. A draining job teaches that worth equals endurance and sacrifice. You wear exhaustion like a badge and even compete in burnout. The danger is normalizing it. Common is not right. Just because others abandon themselves does not mean you have to. Your well-being is not a luxury. It is the foundation of a life well lived. So, guard that foundation. There are always signs. They are not loud alarms. They are quiet whispers from your soul. You just have to learn to listen. One of the first signs is shrinking. You start to pull back from your own life. You stop sharing creative ideas at work. You stop trying new things outside of work. You make your world smaller. Another sign is numbness. At day's end, you feel nothing. You are not happy, not sad, just empty. You scroll without seeing, watch without following, and tell loved ones, "I'm fine." Numbness protects from pain, but it also locks joy out. Then the shadow of resentment grows. Thankless managers, stolen credit, time disrespected. Small entries fill a secret ledger. Quiet anger simmers. Resentment makes you feel small. It is a poison you drink, hoping others are harmed. It only speeds the inner drain. These signs are not enemies. They are messengers. Your spirit getting your attention. Shrinking means you are meant to be bigger. Numbness means you are meant to feel deeply. Resentment means your boundaries are being crossed. Instead of pushing feelings away, get curious. Ask what they are trying to tell you. Listen with an open heart. The whispers hold the truth, and truth is the first step toward finding your way back to a life that feels like your own. Section 5, the deepest cut. Of all the hidden costs, the deepest and most damaging is the loss of self-trust. This is the erosion of your faith in your own judgment, your own feelings, your own intuition. When you act against your inner voice, when you stay where it feels wrong day after day, you send yourself a message. The message: your feelings cannot be trusted. Your perceptions are wrong. You are the one who is broken, not the situation. This is a profound and painful wound. It shows up in subtle ways. You doubt your decisions, big and small. You second guess yourself constantly. You ask for everyone else's opinion before your own. Was I wrong to want more? Am I being unrealistic? You wonder if needing meaning, respect, balance is selfish. You stop making choices in your best interest because you no longer trust yourself. You wait for permission you do not need. Erosion makes you vulnerable. Boundaries get harder when you doubt your limits. You accept what your younger self would never tolerate. You become a passenger in your own life, letting the job's currents pull you. Rebuilding trust begins with listening. Honor your feelings, even when inconvenient. Take one small aligned action, even if it's scary. Section 6, why we stay when it hurts. Understanding why we stay is a crucial step toward compassion. There is no single reason. Often fear keeps us stuck. We fear the unknown. We fear change. We fear losing a steady paycheck, especially with others depending on us. We fear what people will think. Familiar pain can feel safer than uncertain relief. Another anchor is identity. Our job intertwines with how we see and present ourselves. You do not just do a job. You are your job title. I am a teacher. I am a marketing director. I am a paralegal. Leaving can feel like erasing a part of you. It takes courage to separate worth from title. We are wired for hope. We tell ourselves this is temporary. The next project, the next boss, the next restructure will fix it. Hope is beautiful, and it can be a trap that keeps you waiting instead of acting. And money is real. Bills must be paid. Mortgages are due. Children need care. Staying for stability is often responsibility, not weakness. It's a practical choice in a complex world. But ask, what is the true cost of that security? Safety bought with slow depletion deserves a second look. There may be another way. One insidious aspect is how pain becomes normalized by you and by the world around you. You work in a culture that glorifies burnout. Friends say, that's just how work is. Everyone hates their job. External validation makes depletion feel unavoidable. Leaders may praise the very behaviors draining you. You get lifted for surviving the grind. Survival is not thriving. Endurance is not health. Normalization happens gradually. At first, the hours and stress shock you. After months, it feels normal. You adapt. We are adaptable. We get used to the Sunday knot. We get used to waking exhausted. We get used to the lack of joy. Adaptation helps us survive, but it disconnects us from our inner compass. To break free, see with fresh eyes. Question the narrative that work must hurt. Surround yourself with voices that remind you joy, balance, and meaning are possible. Step outside the echo chamber and ask, is this really the life I want? Is this depletion truly normal? Or was I taught to accept it? The true cost of the wrong job is not on a balance sheet or in a review. It is in small, quiet moments, tiny losses that paint a smaller life. Train your eyes to see the evidence of the slow drain, subtle daily transactions where you trade pieces of aliveness. A third clock check this hour. A blank face after a long meeting. Too tired to engage with your children. A walk becomes bracing for tomorrow. These moments are the data. They add up. Costs show in what you stop doing. Singing in the car, cooking what you love, laughing with friends. The nightstand books remain unread. Hobbies gather dust. It is sobering to inventory these moments, painful to acknowledge the loss, and clarifying. You cannot pretend anymore. You cannot ignore that your spirit is paying a heavy price. Awareness is for clarity, not shame. Clarity is the first step to decide you deserve more. You deserve small moments filled with presence and joy. Once you have seen the cost, the next question is, what can you do? Big change can overwhelm, so let's not start there. Small, gentle steps. You do not have to quit tomorrow. Begin reclaiming energy today. Name what is happening. Say it out loud. When you name a thing, it loses some shadowy power. It becomes real, addressable. Make tiny changes to rebuild agency. Say no to one non-essential task this week, just one. Take one full lunch away from your desk. Walk 10 minutes with no device. Small acts are powerful declarations. Tell yourself, my time and well-being matter. Set one small boundary. Boundaries are loving rules for your energy. Try one this week. Maybe no notifications after 7 p.m. Maybe no email on Saturday morning. A boundary can be as simple as, I need to think, I'll get back to you. Each held boundary is a step toward wholeness, a space reclaimed. Reconnect with one part of life outside work, a chapter each evening, a weekly phone call, 20 minutes in a garden. one album end to end. Keep one small light that is yours alone. Small, consistent acts add up. They will not solve everything overnight, but they will stop the drain and begin restoration. Recognizing the cost of the wrong job is not failure. Staying too long does not mean you are weak. It means you are human. That job once served a need for security, for identity, for belonging. Now, with awareness, you can make a new choice. The aim is not shame, but a clear path forward. When you can see the slow leak, you gain power to decide. You can repair what was lost, protect what is precious, or move on. Do not wait for crisis, layoff, health scare, profound burnout to choose for you from desperation. Recovery is longer and harder. A slow leak is easier to patch than a flood is to clean. The most compassionate thing is to heed gentle whispers today. There is hope in small, deliberate acts. You can begin this very day. It starts with one step, one honest sentence, one conscious pause, one whispered truth, one small boundary, one walk without your phone. These are not trivial. They are the building blocks of a new foundation. Each one is a vote for your well-being. The life you want may be simple, meaningful, right-sized work, quiet dinner, with people who make you laugh, a walk that clears your mind. This life is available to you. It begins with noticing what you are losing, then consciously choosing what you want to keep. So start small. Be kind to yourself. The wrong job may have defined a chapter of your life, but you are the author of the entire book. And the most beautiful part is that you can always begin a new chapter. What do you think staying too long has cost you emotionally? Share below.